Welcome back, guys, and today I'm here with my second round in the Steam Showdown. For those of you who don't know, I've been matched up with BounceBurnBuff, our lord. I've done podcasts with him before. He's a cool guy, and he's very easy to get riled up. So hopefully we'll get him nice and salty today. He's brought along Esper Control. I'm sorry if I'm a bit quiet and a bit out of it, to be honest. We're recording this at 12:15 at night, and I've just done a 12-hour shift, so I'm a bit disorientated. But he's brought Esper Control. Honestly, I'm going to be pretty happy. I'm pretty happy with the matchup from testing. I think I went 4-1 against it. But that does not mean that because I can generally outvalue him. That doesn't mean it's a free win. He can definitely win the game. If he gets a Planeswalker heavy draw, it's quite difficult for me to punch through without Ulamog. And Thing in the Ice is also a bit of a problem because I can't kill it with my deck until he flips it. So that can buy him a lot of time, but overall I think my deck's pretty suited to grinding out. He doesn't run counter spells, so don't have to worry about that. And I mean, it's tough because I quite like my matchup, but at the same time, my deck can lose to itself. I don't want to fall my deck. My deck can lose to itself, or it can, I can get mana screwed or whatever, and anything's possible in duels. It's not a free win. I do like my matchup, but that is no indication of how this is going to play out. And fun fact about my deck, I actually was very, very close to running a one-off Guy's Revenge, not because I feared the control matchup or anything, but just because Bounce as a control player, he hates Guy's Revenge with a passion. I brung it along in hopes of that we would get matched up. I think I took it out last minute for a Woodland Bellower. So, for better or worse, we'll see how that plays out. It's definitely worse than this matchup. But I mean, I can grind out a lot with Grapple with Paths and stuff. And hopefully we can get a Brizella out of him. So, I will pause until we go into the game, and we'll see you guys then. And we are back, and we'll see how this goes. I'll try and I'll probably not be talking much. I'm going to try and focus on this game. And to be honest, I'm not even sure if my recording's working, so we will see. But versus the Esper Control Wizard, we've connected, which is always a good start. All is dust before 3B. He is on the play. I'm kind of fine with that. As long as it's not a turn 3 Lily, I'm not too worried. Mulligan. Like I said, as long as it's not a turn 3 Lily, I'm not too worried here. If it is, we could be in trouble, especially if we don't find land. We've got 3 chances of hitting land. We should be okay. Don't like having Ulamog and Emiria Shepherd in hand, but I mean, you play the draw you're given. 7 Advocate's nice, but I probably still will lead with Death Cap. He didn't crack his Evolving Wilds. Not really sure what to say about that. Probably lag or something. GG game, not pausing. I'll ask him if he wants to restart. He says no, he says he doesn't want to restart, so I guess we'll just go with it. So he's a land drop behind, but I mean, unless he had a Talentine or a Thing in the Ice, I don't think it matters too much. Or a Grasp of Darkness, I guess, if he just has second black. Still no third land, I'm a bit worried now. I really want to get this Explosive Vegetation chain off. If I don't, I'm in trouble. Yeah, if I don't get my Explosive Vegetation chain off, I'm in trouble here, but if I get one off, then that changes into the second one, I should be okay. It's a question of does he kill here, and he lets it go good. I'm happy with that, I'm over the moon. We did hit our third land anyway, so we couldn't have exploded off without the land, but now we did, we are definitely going for it. Get as much mana out there as possible, try and mana screw him with Ulamog, I think's our play. Doesn't really matter, I've got the second Explosive Vegetation, I'll get double green here. So we potentially have 7 mana on turn 4, which is pretty good for us. He doesn't have counter spells, he does have removal though, but we can just keep ramping I think here. In fact, I know what I'm going to do here. I'm going to go... That's a good draw as well. I'm going to go... Don't tap all my green. Explosive vegetation. Again. Going to get my second white here, I think. No, actually, I think we got double white. I think we're good there. Keep getting green because I've got an Emira Shepherd in hand, so I want to draw the Emira Shepherd and then get Sylvan Advocate out, and then I can apply a bit of pressure here. He's going to unsubstantiate. I'm fine with that. That's an unsubstantiating. That's not hitting Emira Shepherd to buy him some time. And we can crunch in for 2. So, I mean, how much mana do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if we draw land off the top, we can Ulamog, which is pretty insane. We'll be able to nuke both his blue and white sources here. And we can take it from there. If he has a Jace, we can nuke Jace and the blue and white source, I think. But, come on, land off the top. I don't deserve it, but it would be nice. Didn't deserve it. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 9 mana. I think I might just go Gisela plus Sylvan Advocate this turn, leave the tracker for a landfall trigger. So I'm just going to attack for 2. I mean, I'm going to play Gisela out because even if he does have a Languish, then for 1, Sylvan Advocate will survive, and for 2, we'll be able to, you know, Emira Shepherd to bring it back, which is a pretty good series of events, I think. But he does Talon Time, so he could have a Languish, he could have Tragic Arrogance. Although Tragic Arrogance wouldn't be too good for him here because I'd still keep my Death Cap, which means I could Ulamog still on the table with a land top deck. Tragic Arrogance it is. So hopefully we can draw a land here. I will absolutely spike out an Ulamog if I can. I do, so... Bang, bang. So he is, he still has a white, so he could just declare Anguish and Making or whatever. But we did just keep him off 2 lands. I think we keep him off blue as well. Yes, we do. So he does have the Anguish and Making though. But I mean, he's, like I said, he's down lands. He's not hitting land drops here. I think we're in a good situation. What do we draw? Woodland Bell was a good draw. Question is, what do we want to fetch up? I think we just get the second Advocate. Gets us out of Languish range, and he's already used 1 Tragic Arrogance. Actually, I should count how much power I put in the field here, shouldn't I? Yeah, I'm grabbing second Advocate here. So we have 6, 10, 12. So we actually have lethal. I could put out the second. Nah, I'm going to play around Languish. I want to keep this in case things go wrong, and I need to draw cards. So... I mean, if he has a Languish there, I don't want to get blown out too badly. And he's passing it backwards. He could have Blessed Alliance. So we're definitely going to go crunching in here. Got a Murder. But I mean, this is what I was talking about, the value train here. Like, he kills our Woodland Bellower, and then watch this. Play out Emira Shepherd. Unfortunately, we can't play out Tracker as well, but I'm fine with this. Plains. Get back Bellower. And I'm guessing he's just quit there. He says no chance. Game 2. So I mean we'll leave here. But that's what I mean, we can... That's kind of how the testing goes if he doesn't find Planeswalkers, I've found. That can just kind of outvalue him. He did get screwed by the landfall trigger there, but he did ask. I mean, I did ask him the choice, and he chose to say play on, so I can't feel too guilty about that. And then hopefully we don't have to mulligan down again. So we'll get 1 game up. I mean, we did get like the turn 6 Ulamog or whatever, so I guess it's not too much skill. But again, he's on the play. But I mean, I guess that makes sense. That would happen in Paper Magic as well. And then I'll keep this. It's not good. Don't get me wrong, it's not a good hand, but we get to go. This is Pilgrimage, that guarantees us more land drops, and then, like I said, I'm pretty happy about our late game as long as he doesn't start chaining Planeswalkers up. So hopefully we draw a 1-drop or a 2-drop. We do, perfect. That's like the best 2-drop we could have drawn. Because this has got a good chance of giving us spell mastery for the Nissa's Pilgrimage. It's a nice little combo. And it also digs us 3 cards for whatever we need. And he's got all his colours. I'm not gonna complain. I would love him to get land screwed, but like I said, I mean that would be a bit mean, especially after he doesn't have a talent time, which is nice. In comes a 3rd land. We can grapple here. Probably should pause. Yeah, okay. Pause this one now. What do we want to pick up? Pick up a Gnarlwood Dryad. Yeah, don't really need lands because I'm going to be Nissa Pilgrimage in here. Yeah, good. Ramp up. I mean, I've got a 2nd Bruna, so I might just run one out even though I've got no creatures. But within my deck, we've got 6 lands in hand. Nissa's the 7th land, which means we can flip Nissa as well. We've got 3 card types in there, so we just need to get a creature or a enchantment in there. See what we draw. Best Alliance is one of the worst cards in the matchup, but I'm not going to complain. He's got so much instant speed removal, I might just run out Nissa as well. I think I'm going to go for it. If he kills Nissa, then Gnarlwood Dryad gets... what's it called? Delirium, so I'm pretty happy with that. We actually get to our turn, so he's done nothing for the first 4 turns, which means he's got a hand stock full of Languish, playing Tragic Arrogance, I'm guessing. But he doesn't have double black, so actually he could have a hand of which he can't cast, like Murder, Grasp of Darkness, stuff like that. So hopefully that's the case. And I wouldn't mind another Grasp here or a Vessel to try and fill my graveyard for Bruna. That would be pretty good, I think. And maybe I shouldn't have run out the Nissa, because flipping it, he only has Anguish and Making and the I mean, actually, I don't know. It's close, but in this matchup, Planar Outburst is essentially just a 9 mana 4/4 with haste. It doesn't really have too much uses beyond that. But opponent plays an Imprisoned in the Moon. That's interesting. He's ramping us up here. But I guess it doesn't kill our creature. We could Bruna. I've got the 2nd Bruna, so I might just do that. In fact, I think I am. I'm just going to run out 1 Bruna. He has to have... It's 7 toughness is quite hard for him to deal with. And then... it's not like we got much else going on in our hand. Next time we can Nissa's Pilgrimage and then go somewhere from there. But I don't mind running out a 5/7 Vigilance flying. Could have Tragic Arrogance, I guess, but then again that does give out Dryad +3/+3. I mean +2/+2, which is pretty good. And he's found his 2nd black now, gotta keep that in mind. So his removal suite is likely switched on. But I'll probably take next turn off to ramp some more. I've got Spell Mastery now, so I should be able to fetch up 3 forests. And then we're just in top deck mode, which we should be pretty good for. Passes it straight back to us. Yeah, just attack first. Don't see any reason not to. I mean, Reclamation Sage at this point would free on Nissa, which would flip on Nissa. So, it's pretty nice. We actually do get a connection, which is pretty good. Just thin our deck out some more. And pass it back. So, he's on 13. He could just Tragic Arrogance. And then, I mean, we're putting on a decent amount of pressure here. Sorin would be decent, I guess, for him. But we do have the 5/7. Imprison the Moon number 2. That's pretty good. It's actually not giving our creatures Delirium, which is kind of frustrating, but Ulamog off the top here would be disgusting. Fortunately, it's more land. Do we go for the Outburst? No, could we kill our own Dryad? I say we save our Outburst for when he plays a Planeswalker at pressure it. But he could have life gain here. Question is, do we run out a second? If he's using Imprison in the Moon, he probably doesn't have better removal. Might just run out the 2nd Bruna. I'm going to do it. Not sure if that's the right play. But I'm running out the second Bruni here, and oh, this works out pretty well. I could have gotten 2 more points of damage. I didn't think of that. Yeah, I didn't think of that. So if this comes down to 2 life, that's my bad. I didn't think about the legendary rule. But to be fair, I don't think many people realised that one at the time, and people were listening here. You could have Languish of Tragic Arrogance. Yeah, that's Tragic Arrogance. Fair enough. I keep my 3-3 though. He's down to 3 cards in hand. We're top decking, but we have a lot of land, which I like. Once this deck gets a lot of lands, you do have a lot of good top decks, such as that one. I'm going to get Reclamation Sage here, so I've got to make sure I do this right and not play out land first. 3 on Acer and stop plus and want to get more card advantage. He can't counter it. This is the thing about not running counters in Esper. You kind of get in situations like this where we can do plays like this. So, does he have the instant speed response? He does not. I'm not going to minus here because I have another sweep. I'm going to just try and draw more cards to put him out of this game as a land. Okay, he does have a grasp. So, we have a Nissa if he has an Anguish and Making. He's already used both his Imprison, so they're out of the question. Anguish and Mason's his only other answer, and if he uses that, then Wooden Umbrella is lethal. Decoration Stone is going to kill our Wooden Umbrella. We actually get a clue here, which I'm fine with. Obnicholas I'm not fine with, however. He kind of has to minus, though. And then I can just kill it with my Planar Outburst. Depending. Oh, he goes for the plus. Okay, I don't like drawing a land there, I'll be the first to admit. Don't like the second Blasted Alliance. I guess if I'd minus Nissa, I could have done something good there, but I quite like that. Gonna keep going for the face, I think. Play out Advocate. You can minus Advocate, and then if you minuses on Advocate, which is I'll play out this land, and then if he minuses an Advocate, then we can get him down to 4, which means he's in a Planar Outburst Awaken range. And I mean, this is still taken away here, so I'm drawing the same amount of cards a turn. Well, at least the same amount of cards a turn here. I guess I could have minus Nissa and would have had 3 threats, putting him on a need to find a board right place, but I think I'm doing pretty good here. If I find Ulamog, it's just going to be backbreaking for him. I'm guessing he's probably going for a Obnicholas Ultimate, actually. But like I said, I've got the Planar Outburst, and he has to, I can pressure him with it, which is what I'm doing here. He can't plus his Obnicholas, really, at 6 life. Well, I guess he can, but... There's our Languish, fine with that. I mean, like I said, I'm plusing Nissa. I can now take this turn to go for his face, I think. Okay, that's just backbreaking. We're just going to go for that now, actually. Just get as much value as we can. Bang. What's our best creature? Bring back a Brunette. I mean, we don't get the cast trigger here, but I think that's a pretty good turn for us. He has to minus again now. We're going to even play out the Death... Well, do we play out Death Cap? We could have Tragic Arrogance. He's already used 1, he's only got 1 left in the deck. I'm going to play out Death Cap. And we're actually in a position now where Nissa ultimates in 2 turns here. So he has to minus Ob here, just to have a chance of surviving. I don't know what cards he's got in his hand. He doesn't run Planar Outburst, so I don't have to worry about that blowout. But... we just put... Like, this is where I mean, okay, he does have the second Arrogance, damn it. But he's pretty much empty-handed now. And he's now in Planar Outburst range with the... Once the Death Cap's connected here. There's Ulamog. He's got... I mean... I think we've won this game, put it that way. I think he's actually still only on 2 black, so I might go for black here. No, he's got an isolated chapel, so I mean, I'll keep him off double black anyway. Very stream. Isolated chapel, and he's gone, so I think he's had enough. So I'll congratulate him. GG's, man. Sorry about that first game. Sad face. So I mean, probably just call it quits there. I will just concede here. So that's a 2-0 win. So we got off the bat. Like I said, I mean, he didn't get a Planeswalker draw, so I felt pretty favoured in that matchup. So off the charts. Yeah, he just said that there. He just said, yeah, I never had anything to pressure you with. But I'll talk to him now, and I'll end the video here. So thank you guys for watching. I will see you later.